Alrighty, here we are. So, we are looking at the WF-1000XM6s. That is going to be the newest, latest, and greatest from Sony after, I believe, 3-4 years of not releasing anything since the XM5s, which, if I remember correctly, I did do a video on those. I don't remember if I uploaded it. I may have just recorded it just for sake of recording it, but it was about a year after the actual release of the XM5s, and I didn't feel like it was worth releasing a whole video that hundreds of other people had already seen for a year. So this one makes a lot more sense since it just came out on February 12th. It was released. I just got my hands on this today. Look at whatever else is in the box real quick. See. Alright, so I already have the app downloaded, and I believe this is where we got our different size tips. Yeah, extra small, small, large, and little cable, which cute and nice of them to at least still include. Some other companies, Apple, won't be named that don't even include that anymore. So we like that. We appreciate that. I think usually I'm a medium, so the standard tips that come on the actual headphones themselves are usually good for me. I've heard a lot of good things. A lot of reviews are talking about these headphones and the quality that they have. So I'm really excited to get my ears on them. Let's get these paired up real quick. Let's see how hard that is. So they're supposed to be compatible with the whole Google open and pair. So let's see if they actually do it. I have a Samsung, but doesn't seem to be doing it. Let's try, maybe if we click the pair button. I figured that shouldn't be required, but maybe it is. Come on. Is there a light on the back? Nothing. Okay. Very weird. They have to be closed? Let's try just manually pairing them, I guess. Go through the main process. Nothing showing up, okay. Holding down the pair button. Okay, there we go. I'm doing this uncut. Okay, cool. So it does pop up. I just had to actually hold down the pair button for a couple seconds. That's a little weird. Most devices come ready to pair out of the box, so it's a little strange. But they do come up automatically without having to pull up the Bluetooth screen, which is nice. I don't know why it was being mildly weird. Let's see here. All right, keep track of the, it's a find hub. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. I didn't know they added it to find. Continue. Okay, find your device in more places. Sure, turn on. It's fine by me. Adding to find mine. Cool. I mean, I personally am really, I like the new case. I like the design. I had the WF-1000XM6s, or 5, sorry. I had the 4s, I had the 3s. We'll skip that for now. Okay, cool. So I already have the Sony app downloaded. I downloaded it earlier. So let's do sound. No? Sound Connect. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, we read that. Get that out of the way. Yeah. You can receive important notifications. It's fine. I don't want that. Okay. Allow. It's fine. Allow. It's fine. Okay. So we're going to see here in a moment. By signing in, you'll have access to later. Restore, continue without restoring. Wow. Jesus, Sony. This is a ton of prompting. Ambient sound control based on actions. Later. Go to tutorial. Sure. Check wearing condition. Okay, so we're going to try the medium. I really like the case. I gotta talk about that. I really like the case. I didn't think I would, but it feels really solid, and it's still really small and compact, which I really like. Let's see how the buds come out. Well, it's fairly easy compared to the 5s. I can see the argument for the difference. And man, look at that. Just so beautiful. They really know how to make a nice looking earbud in my opinion. And I like this little groove here. Supposedly it's supposed to help with comfort. So let's get this puppy in. Let's see how it feels. Okay. So, oh geez. That's definitely the first step, first start to the struggle here. That you gotta press in that foam. Not a huge fan of the foam portion of it, but supposedly it's supposed to help with the, well, not supposed to. It does. It helps with the noise reduction. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. Okay. Wow. If there's one thing I definitely remember a lot from my previous experiences is the actual noise cancellation is actually pretty crazy. So let's see, we're gonna do ambient sound instead, because right now I could not even hear myself talk. Okay, that's better. Yeah, they sound pretty good. I mean, comfort, trying to find the fit. See if they have, oh, there's a little firmware update. See how long that takes. The app is pretty loaded. It has quite a few things here that we can use and take advantage of. I love the equalizer, the 10-band equalizer. That's so awesome. I'm more of a, let's see. I'll have to come back to this then. Or we'll try that, oh, the connect to devices. I love this. This part right here is so good. Makes life so much easier to connect and disconnect. Ooh. Well, one thing's for sure. They definitely feel super secure, which I really like. They don't give me that problem that the other ones used to. So I like that a lot. Let's see. The other ones, when they go in my ear, I feel like they're a little like loose. Not these. These feel really solid. Like they're definitely not going nowhere. Which is a good thing for me. I don't know the proper way to wear them. Does it have an instruction on how to put them in? Because with the XM5s, you had to like slide them into place. I don't know if these do that. Okay, discover, scene, don't care about that. Alright, enable battery level display of the charging case, of course. I don't know why that's not on by default. So 28, 27, and 52%. Interesting. I wonder why that's like that. AAC is on by default, which is nice. Actually, for those who don't know, if you want to enable LDAC, you got to go into the actual settings here, and then you would turn on either higher level codecs, and then you can change other pieces of information. It actually gives you some ports of control, which is actually really awesome. That was not a thing you could do before. I'll give it contact access because I'm probably going to need that later on when I want to use it for like calling control through the actual AI assistant. I'll probably need control over that. So, okay. So far, I mean, I'm not seeing an option for the firmware upgrade. I'm pretty sure it just offered it. Let me see. Oh, it's asking for an account. I'm not looking for that. Oh, device settings. Let's try that. Let's try device settings. System. Wow, this system has really... Ooh, update automatically. Auto update, download only when connected to update status. Okay. Oh, it's downloading right now. Transferring the... Okay, so it's doing it in the background, which is actually pretty cool. Good to know. But I like having a prompt that shows me. Trying to be aborted audio device and mobile device are set apart from each other. Okay. So yeah. So we'll just give this a minute here. Keep exploring the app while it does the update. Okay. It is super secure. And they feel comfortable. My left ear is really good. My right ear, that foam tip, we don't get along. We don't, I don't like it. You don't like me. We understand. We don't like each other. I usually purchase the silicone tips from Ohsnap. And I'm probably going to do that for these too. But let's see, power and battery. I really like the fact that they have an auto power off. for like when it gets down to a certain level. Battery care for the actual headphones, I love that. If you're going to have your headphones for a long period of time, it's an awesome feature that I really appreciate that they put in the system, because a lot of other companies don't even try to give you that. They just want you to swap out every year. Ambient sound control, speak to chat. I'm not a fan of speak to chat. Use noise canceling when only one. Yes, I love this feature. I love turning that on. I know it sounds counterproductive, but sometimes you just need to put one earbud in and you really want to hear from that one earbud. So I love turning that on. Let's see, listening mode standard. Okay, background music. That's pretty cool. It gives you like this distance setting, so it's all in the back end. Let's see what that sounds like. Oh, that's pretty cool. So if you wanted to pretend like you're in a Starbucks for God knows what reason, you would do that by turning this on. That's actually a pretty cool, very interesting way that sounds. Oh man, spatial sound and head tracking. I actually really enjoy spatial sound. I think it's pretty neat. I'll set this up later. DSSE Extreme Auto for sure. Always turn that on. I don't know why you wouldn't. 360 audio setup. I'll have to do that later. Spatial sound and head tracking. I want to turn that on, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. Sound quality volume. Okay, let's go to equalizer. Let's do find your equalizer. Let me put a different song on for that. Let's see here. There's one song I would want to do that with. I know like the back of my hand. That is perfect for this type of. Where are you? If you don't know about this song, you're missing out. It's not like any other recording that you will find. It is the highest quality recording of this song, even though it's a super popular song. It was done, I think. I don't even want to say the year. I'll see it in a moment. We're getting close. Where are you hiding? Come on. Where are you hiding? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's in alphabetical, I think. Let me see. Where the hell are you hiding? Okay, let me just, maybe at this point I should just search it. Let's see. There's no search function. You need to add a search function in your own albums. That's ridiculous, Spotify. Get on that. Oh, there it is. Okay. MTV Hotel California from 1994 live on MTV. It's the highest recording of Hotel California, and it's the best recording and best version of Hotel California. So let's see how this equalizer works out with it, because I know this song like the back of my hand. Wow, it's loud. Wow, and the sound quality, I mean, just off the, I know the song fairly well, and this sounds great. Okay, let's go and go with 4. I like that one better. Okay. Okay. You have found a sound. Who's your preference? After? Oh, wow. Okay, let's try that. Try that for a little bit. I'll save that. Equalizer custom 2. Okay. That's the equalizer. I'll probably play with it better. more manually, but for right now, just to get a nice little feel of it. Hey, sounds great. Wow. I'm doing that to put the volume that high. The noise cancellation is incredible. I have an AC unit currently in my room, just because our AC went out and I had to put a portable unit in. And with this on, noise cancellation with the music, I can barely hear myself talking, and the actual AC unit is completely dead. Just not even a problem whatsoever. Man, I just can't get over the sound. And the case. I like the case. I like the case a lot. I didn't think I would, but I do. I think people who are complaining about the case are just being special. This actually looks really nice. It's a nice little micro version of what the old XM3's case was. But if you know the XM3's, you know that the case was very similar to this. Just a lot bigger. Similar shape though. Alright, so I'm going to check to see if this has... We got that update done? Where did I go for that? Device settings, system, update automatically, update status. That's taking forever. I wonder if it's because my headphones aren't like right next to it, or... Let me see. Let me put it closer to my head. Let me see if that makes a difference in speed here. The music is just phenomenal. Wow. I'm very into hi-fi just because of my old... Wow. 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 So this is something I think is really understated. Google has done an amazing job of doing integration in the actual app itself. Like the way that they've made it so way the app, the unit, like this is a Samsung phone obviously, and without me having to, even though it's not a Google Pixel or anything like that, it still acknowledges that it's it still acknowledges the fact that it's a Android device, and so it's giving me a lot of compatibility and functionality that I would usually think I would find on a Pixel. And so for that reason, it's pretty amazing. Like the headphones and the software just recognized, hey, your nice little device there has a firmware update. Let's go ahead and update that, despite the fact that I'm not technically using a Pixel phone. And I love that, since Sony and Google with their Android really tend to cooperate together. I love it. I love it so much. This is really great. It is definitely quality of sound. I said this with my XM5 review. Wow. These are clear. They are crystal clear. And when you raise the volume, you get more power, but not in a bad way. It's just like controlled, and it's really nice. The actual... And oh man, it feels so secure. And let's see. Okay, so I have the ambient on right now. Hey baby girl, talk to me real quick. My love. Oh, I think she fell asleep. Never mind. Let's go back to noise cancellation. I want to see how that airplane effect comes in, the pressurized feeling. Wow, noise cancellation technology has really come a long way, because I don't feel anything. I'm planning to do a long-term review on the AfterShokz OpenFit Pros, because these things are amazing. These are my daily drivers currently. I will not be replacing these with the XM6s, but they will be in my pocket as a, hey, I want full noise cancellation. I don't want to hear anybody. I don't want to talk to nobody. And I want the highest quality sound I can get in a nice package that's compatible with multiple devices. That is what this is providing, functionality and features-wise. I mean, granted, everything I said in my XM5 review stands true with the XM6s, just better. Better sound quality, better mic quality, phone call quality. So everything we loved about the XM5 improved. And fit, secureness, feel. Yeah, I can feel it. And one of the things I actually like, I know some people don't like the fact that this sticks out of the ear as much or more than the XM5s. I actually really like that because the controls to tap in are a lot more easily accessible and frankly, feel really reliable. Yeah, it does feel like ooh. Interesting. Okay, so that's something we don't like. Let's see if we can change that. I just found something I don't like. The actual controls. Ooh, let's see what this check wearing conditions. Determine optimal earbud tips. Okay, hold on. So there's the thing I was looking for. Correct wearing style. Let's see here. So this is recommending that you put it in. Are you just inserting? And it's supposed to be upward. Okay. So I'll squeeze on the tip a little bit because that foam. Back, forward. It feels really good though. And I definitely feel like I got a secure fit. So let's see. Hold your mobile device with both hands and face straight forward. Okay. Okay. And correct orientation. Okay. Okay, I have a secure fit. I have them in the right orientation, which actually that's really awesome. That's not something that the XM5s had, was the orientation check. It had for if it was on right. Now, the thing I don't like right now is I can disable noise cancellation with the left earbud, which is great. Right earbud, I can pause and play, which is also great. But I don't personally like that. I'd rather have the flexibility of play and pause from either ear. So let's see if we can find the, auto switch. Interesting. That's interesting. Oh. Okay. Let's get back to this. I'll put this on Do Not Disturb. Maybe realize I should have done that before. Okay. Device settings, power, battery, calling, controls. Okay, there we go. So look right here. So right now, noise canceling ambient sound for the left ear, but the right ear is play pause. Double tap, not assigned. Look at this. They gave all the control to the left ear and all the control to the right ear and almost no control to the left. I hate that. That's terrible. So let's do playback controls and then launch the voice assist function. The long press, you see, this is the only thing I hate. I wish they would give you the option to change just this one setting, because I would change that long press to enable noise cancellation. Sony, this is doable. So many companies, including Shocks, give you individual control over all these things. Why do you give us these profiles that we can't customize? Oh, I just talked a lot of shit and it's right there. Never mind. So noise canceling. I'd rather make this play pause. I'd rather make this next song. I'd rather this previous song, and I'd rather make this noise canceling. That's how we like it. Custom. Let's do custom. I'm going to do play pause. Next song. The previous song. And noise canceling. I like having that because that's going to make life a lot easier for changing. No, you didn't save. Do I have to press done? Oh my god, it changes such a... Yeah, okay. Wow. I gotta do all that just to get it to take it. Okay. But there we go. Now I can turn that on and off while holding down. I don't have to pull out my phone. Enable the headphones and microphone operation. What does that mean? What? Enabling this function allows you to switch the microphone on and off by double tapping the headphones touch sensor during a call. Oh, that's dope. Enabling the function will play a notification tone continuously. Yeah, love that. That's dope. Head gesture. Nod to accept, shake head to reject. Oh, that's cool. I'll take that. Pause when headphones are removed. I personally don't mind this. I think it's actually a useful feature. So I like using it. Connect to yep, Bluetooth connection quality. Priority stable connection. Yeah, I don't mind. Use a low latency connection that is optimal for gaming. LE audio, which copy when the headphones are. Okay, that's good to know. I'm so confused. I'm so curious. Add a shortcut. What shortcut is it adding? Okay. I don't see a shortcut or anything. Curious what that shortcut is that it's adding. Okay, voice assistant. I'm not really a big fan of voice assistant, so I don't really use that. Quick access. Oh, we'll definitely do Spotify tap. Yeah. Signs on the top to the touch sensor on the left. I have other ways to start it. It's not necessary. That's neat. Wearing, check. Battery care. I personally don't care. I can keep this on or off. I have protections, and if my headphones battery go bad, I'll just swap them out. But that's very useful for people who are buying these headphones and they're intending to keep them for 3-4 years, no matter what the problems they run into are. That's a really great feature that I'm glad they include. Calling, capture voice during a phone call. I would hope you'd capture my voice. I want to hear myself. All right, let's see how this update status. 54%. Wow, this is going on for 30 minutes now. Feels a little ridiculous. But the controls are really nice. The touch is super responsive. That's something that we missed out on before. I didn't care for the XM5's control methods. It wasn't bad, but I definitely didn't feel like they were as reliable as this is. This is definitely hitting every single time I touch it, no problem. And the skip works. Triple tap, perfect. Works beautifully. Yeah, no, I would say touch controls are great. Let's see about raising volume. I love that. The quadruple tap to raise the volume is a neat feature. Some people are saying they lose volume control. I wasn't really sure how that is because you have volume control right there with the multiple taps. So, granted, it's not the same because like with one earbud from an AirPod Pro 3 or a Galaxy Bud Pro 3, you can swipe gesture and no matter whether you right or left, you have up and down. I just also have my Samsung watch, so I'm not a stranger to just using my Samsung watch to be able to raise my volume and lower my volume and press play, pause, etc. I kind of like using my watch more than my headphones, so because every time you touch your headphone, whether it's swiping or tapping, you're adjusting, you're moving it, and so you lose a little bit of that. You're losing a little bit of that reliable, like seating. A lot of times I just find that tapping, even when I'm not tapping very hard, earbud loosens over time, and I don't care for that. I'm very curious to see what eating with these are going to be because that was a problem I had with the XM5s was and the Galaxy Buds, pretty much every earbud, and I'm curious if these are going to be any different. When I would eat, even though I'm not chewing tremendously, I could audibly hear a like adjustment, like the headphone moving a little bit, and little by little could fall out. For me, I was lucky enough that they never got to that point where they would fall out, but I could hear noise. I could hear something that was definitely bothersome, that was not preferred. So I really, wow. Very impressed, very, very happy. This looks great. Service link, near the settings to say same function services. Sound cuts out frequently, disabling the setting may solve the issue. That's weird. Switching playback devices, switch headphones to classic audio connection quality. Weird. But the music sounds phenomenal. Let's listen to some other songs. I wanted some. Do I still have my? No, I don't. It's just in here. Let's see. There's a couple songs I like to use for one of my favorite songs. Oh man. The soundstage is phenomenal. Like, considering the fact that these are in earbuds, you have a really nice wide soundstage. Like, that's... You can hear the direction from where the different instruments are coming from. It doesn't feel super perfect center. It's actually off just a little bit like it's supposed to be. Wow. I know it sounds like it's not important, but if you're looking for quality songs and you're looking for quality music, you want to be able to hear the distinction on the stage where they are. That's one of the greatest things about having high fidelity audio, is being able to recreate that feeling. Let's see here. I'm a big fan of... Ooh, let's see how this one sounds. Ooh, that bass. Oh, oh man, and it is crystal. Oh, I got the perfect song for testing the bass. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Let's see. Oh, actually, I'm not sure. If you're not familiar with Corday, phenomenal artist. I really enjoy his music. Let's go ahead and do... I can't go wrong. Let's do More Life. And Dream in Color right after. Those are great songs. Great artist. You should definitely listen to him. He has a ton of music. And he even has a ton of music with Eminem and some original artists that are just phenomenal. He makes his music in a more old school rap. Definitely quality music. Wow. That's awesome. Let's try Dream in Color. I think we're going to do one last song after this one. Actually, let's do... I want to test the EQ with this song. Let's see what the EQ looks like. Wow. Wow. The one thing I do like about the phone tips is once they warm up a little bit to your temperature, they get real nice and soft and they're just really comfortable. Phenomenal. Yeah, the EQ is really good. I personally, I could take it just like this. The off is so good. Voices are up front, super clear. Bass is good. Oof. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can say. Noise cancellation sounds phenomenal. The actual sound quality is great. Comfort, tips, the ear tips are definitely the problem. Sony, you need to, I get it, you're trying to be special with these foam tips, but I seriously think you need to start providing at least a set of silicone with the foam if you're going to keep doing this, because it's not right that I have to spend $330 on a pair of headphones and immediately after spend $20 on a third-party foam silicone tip, rather than just be provided the right ones from the start. But the foam tips are comfortable. I can wear them. It's just about finding their spot. My right ear is a little more sensitive than my left, and the only thing is with the foam tips, because of how much stronger of a hold they put, you can't just like in and out them. You have to make your decision and stick with it, because if you don't, it'll cause you to have really sore ears. At least for me, that's what they do. So, but yeah, no, these are totally worth the money. The quality of sound is insane. The noise cancellation is just as good and definitely notably better. I can notice a difference. If nothing else, the noise cancellation is more comfortable. Even if it's the same as the XM5, which I don't think it is. I think it's more strong. It's stronger. It's more comfortable. There's less pressure feel in the ear when the noise cancellation turns on. Oh man. Okay. I'm happy with these things. These are phenomenal. I'm gonna call that there. This is the Sony WF-1000XM6. I like them. I like them a lot. I would say if you're considering getting them and you don't already have a pair of XM5s, definitely give them a shot. I personally like to pair multiple devices, so I'm probably gonna pair this up to my computer. It is a little crazy to think that this firmware update is taking as long as it has. We're still at 84% in, and we're 36 minutes into this video. Like that's insane. Most other firmware updates and stuff like that are usually a lot faster, but no, yeah, definitely. These headphones are phenomenal. I'm very, very, very happy with them. I'm not going to put it back in their case as much as I want to, because of the firmware update. But that's going to be this video. I'm going to make my content more like this. Shorter, simpler. I'm going to just do one recording all the way through. However long it comes out and however smooth it comes out is how I'm going to put it out. Because if I sit and I try to edit these things, it takes too much time, and I won't put videos out. And I'd rather put videos out that are getting the information and my opinion out there than to put nothing. So I hope you enjoyed. I would say definitely if you're considering these things, so far, at least by my initial impressions, they're phenomenal. They sound wonderful. And comfort, I can already see how they're going to be better than the XM5s. I'll do a follow-up video in a week or two, especially if I have to switch out the tips. I'll make a follow-up video on that. But yeah, I hope this was informative. I hope you enjoyed. I'll probably put a little reel of my previous videos that I recorded. I recorded a whole review for the XM5s, and I recorded a whole video for the Galaxy Buds 3s. I don't think I ever put up the Galaxy Buds 3s or the XM5s, but that's okay. I have the video, so there might be a little reel of that. If not, have a wonderful day.